I said to good luck, Jonathan Ebele, thank you for being a good man. It is now realizing that you are such a very nice, honest man. Thank you, good luck, Nathan Ebele. Tomorrow, if you come out, we will vote you.
Of course.
Baba, you have Baba, Baba, Baba in kaka haife mu zaka bari ana mana fyaɗe. Baba in kaka haife mu zaka bari ana kashe mu. Baba in kaka haife mu zaka bari ana kai mu daji baba. Baba in kaka haife mu zaka bari ana mana cikin mu kamar awaki baba. What they are telling you, if they are telling you that nothing is happening, they are lying. We are out to tell you the truth, Baba. Today, I regret ever voting for you, Baba. I regret voting for you, Baba. I regret voting for you, Baba. I regret for you. And today I'm standing here.
Oh, we regret voting for you, Baba.
Baba, baka samu. Baba, mu muke san ka, Baba, mu muka damu da kai. Baba, mu muka damu da kai. Baba, ka cuce mu. Baba, ka mu.
I thank this very God that I worship. I exalt the name of the creator of the heavens and the earth. I feel like preaching tonight because tonight IPOB has been vindicated. Tonight I have been vindicated. Tonight everybody, every tongue, every hand, every person, every entity that rose against IPOB, they have been covered with shame because tonight the world knows that Buhari is dead, that Jubril is the one acting on his behalf. We have brought them to their knees. We have stampeded them into making a mistake. That was why I insisted on hammering Jubril all the time. I know there will come a time they will make a mistake, and tonight they have made it. Tonight I want to prove it to everybody. There are those who out of cowardice and fear will fail to acknowledge the obvious. We are IPOB, we are without fear before any mortal. We only fear one entity, God in heaven, the giver of life. If anybody comes to me to say he or she is a Nigerian, I will spit in your face because you're an animal. An animal is better than you. You people, you have no brain. Our capacity for self-efficacy and ass-eating is unbelievable. If not that coronavirus is killing people all over the world, I will say thank you to coronavirus for it has done to us all. After undergoing enormous pressure, Asorok decided for the very first time to capitulate. Let me start by making this assertion. If you have two mobile phones, if you have a mobile phone, if you have a laptop, as I am speaking, I want you to do very basic comparing and contrasting. And I want you to make sure you have your pen and paper ready and open your brain to be able to assimilate the truth. Look at the just concluded rubbish that was broadcast on NTA. I want to start by saying this. That very video was shot in a hotel basement in Havana in Cuba. That's number one. As I'm speaking, be writing it down on a piece of paper. Incontrovertibly, I will demonstrate it beyond every conceivable doubt that even the most ardent, the most idiotic Nigerian will be able to understand that you people have been taken for a ride for a very long time. That we are IPOB, we are the taste-setters, we are number one. We see things that others cannot see because we are guided by the truth. Guided as always by the truth and nothing else. Always guided by the truth. Look at the so-called press conference that they held. It was held, of course, in the basement of a hotel in Havana in Cuba. My first assertion this evening is that Abba Kyari and that thing they put up on NTA to reading a press statement. That was the version of Jubril that they sent to go and see Donald Trump. Remember, the one that Trump said is lifeless. Go and look at him properly. Look at the way that they ran away. The cameraman cannot pan to see the face of a so-called president. They are hiding because I set a trap for them. But I will tell them anyway because themselves. I wanted them to come up close and personal. You will see that the man's teeth are equal. His incisors, his two front teeth, they are equal. The original Buhari, the right incisor is longer than the left one. I was waiting for them, waiting for the camera. Maybe they bugged my phone, I don't know. I was waiting for them to pan the camera closer to that imposter. They refused. They sat back. I warned you and I told you they were going to record it. Go to my page, you will see it. Mazi Nnamdi, the official one, of course. I told you it will be a recorded broadcast. They always start with a Photoshop. We knew this when Buhari died in London. They always start with a Photoshop. Now the Photoshop, bring it out. They go to Yoruba media and their friends, their Yoruba writers. They write for his Buhari. He is all the episode of Canterbury, all that rubbish. We know that's how they start. Then they introduce video. Doctored video is called live editing. They introduce the video and then after that they bring out a version of Jubril. They bring him out and say, oh, this is Buhari. He's addressing the nation. Secondly, look at his shoulders. You have the video. Look at his shoulders. He's wearing a shoulder pad. Go and look at the shoulders, the broad shoulders, and go and look at any original Buhari video clip from 2015 to 2016. Don't come to go and play the two videos side by side. You will see your ignorance as a zoo citizen staring you in the face. They were in a hurry because of coronavirus. Listen very close to what I have to tell you. Do you know that this rubbish that some of you watch was shot in the basement hotel in Havana, in Cuba? Do you know how dare you know when you go for conferences, that board go for conference in hotels? That was where they so copied the arms of Nigeria. Not for the copier, I pasted it at that very nonsense at the back of Jubilee. And it was talking about. Some of you saw it. But now, because you are a bit blind, I want people to first look at the coat of arms of Nigeria, the way it appeared in Havana in Cuba. There is something called edging and lining. It is called technical drawing. I did it as an elective in Government College Umwai. How to make sure that the lines that you're drawing at the edge of a piece of paper or a board or anything are lined and is equal. If you look at the coat of arms behind the Jubilee, you will see that it was done in a hurry. They made a lot of mistakes. You can see that the lines don't align at all. That is also number 2. And number 3, I am asking the entire presidency of Nigeria to show us where in Aso Rock this very address was taken from. There is no room in Aso Rock that is as haggard as this bad hotel in Havana where they shot this nonsense. There is no place, there is no room in Aso Rock. I will want to show you every live videoed address from Aso Rock when the original dead Buhari was in power. I want people to compare all of them. If you have eyes and if you have brain still functioning, compare and contrast, you'll be able to see it. It was not shot in Aso Rock. It was shot in Havana, the capital of Cuba, where Abba Kyari is taking treatment. There is no hotel like this in Dubai. There is none. No hotel can, even a one-star hotel in Dubai cannot be as educated as this. It was shot in Havana. If you all reason very well, there is no way this impostor can be there. Look at the hotel background. Look at it. And we have pictures of, they've given the flag wrong. They were so desperate to replicate what the dead Buhari used to do that they hastily stitched up the flag. Nobody knows if it is Boy Scout or Girl Scout flag that they put beside them. They were in a hurry because they were under pressure. They had to speak. Somebody had to say something, and that was why they hastily arranged this nonsense. Even BBC that was streaming it were full of shame. They couldn't hide their shame. They recorded a video hastily, of course, dispatched it, sent it to NTA for NTA Nigeria Television Authority to upload and you put live. Lying. These are journalists and they are liars to deceive all of you. Else join them to deceive all of you because that you can be deceived, but they also understand that with Nnamdi they cannot deceive you. They know that very well. That is why I am a challenge tonight. If you can find any room like this in Aso Rock, I will stop leading IPOB because there is no room like that there. Look at the very their useless coat of art. They can't even get the line in the circle. The whole thing, maybe the issue got after it issue. Because as I said, anytime I make a post, go and read it very well. I said, because of the absence of Abba Kyari, they are now going to make mistakes. That's what I said. They will make mistakes, and they have made it. And this evening is the best night. I can't remember when I've been this happy, because the world can now see how useless the zoo is. He was reading, he never to look up. No, he doesn't. He just wanted to run away from that very place. He couldn't stand it. He wanted to appear. And you know the funniest thing? How we not how we knew that the whole thing was praying for them. Idiots, because they were in hurry. The idiots editing it for them in Cuba. He has the latest sound. The idiot didn't know that his Samsung song was ringing when the Zoo national anthem to the tape. Go to BBC, you will see it. Go to BBC. I hate BBC. God, I'm advertising them tonight. Maybe others heard it as well. Samsung, the ringtone of Samsung, after a whole presidential address, the ringtone of Samsung was dubbed into the national anthem because they were in a hurry, and they made it. And they are the laughing stock of the whole world. Look at the zoo flag to the right of Jubilee. Because I said it yesterday that very bad job they did with their useless coat of art. They can't even get the line in the circle. The whole thing, maybe the issue got after it issue. Because as I said, anytime I make a post, go and read it very well. I said, because of the absence of Abba Kyari, they are now going to make mistakes. That's what I said. They will make mistakes, and they have made it. And this evening is the best night. I can't remember when I've been this happy, because the world can now see how useless the zoo is. He was reading, he never looked up. He doesn't look up. No, he doesn't. He just wanted to run away from that very place. He couldn't stand it. He wanted to disappear. And you know the funniest thing? How we not how we, of course I knew that the whole thing was praying for them. The idiots, because they were in a hurry. The idiots editing it for them in Cuba. He has the latest Samsung. The idiot didn't know that his Samsung was ringing when he was dubbing the Zoo national anthem to the tape. Go to BBC, you will see it. Go to BBC. I hate BBC, but God, I'm advertising them tonight. Maybe others heard it as well. Samsung, the ringtone of Samsung, after a whole presidential address, the ringtone of Samsung was dubbed into the national anthem because they were in a hurry, and they made it. And they are the laughing stock of the whole world. Look at the zoo flag to the right of Jubilee. Because I said it yesterday that the man they were bringing in Asara saying, oh, he made the health minister. I know that is not the Jubilee. I know. What they have done cleverly is to go and bring somebody. They use latex. You know the face of somebody. They mold, as I am right now, somebody can mold my face and put it in plaster and then pour plasticine on top of it. Once it is cool sufficiently, you put it out and that is my face. You can wear it. Can't you see Mission Impossible? Have you not watched the film Mission Impossible? How people can transform their faces. It's not cinematics, no, of course not. It's what artists do. Even in movies, they do it. Why this very simple fact is lost on your so-called Nigerians, I have no idea. I don't know. Any movie, anybody who watches movies, you can tell. If I want to adopt you, have you seen the movie Face Off? If I want to take your face, it's very easy. I push your face down into a bucket with a cast in it. It will capture all the contours of your face. From there, I will put poor plastic rubber on it, and I will mold your face. If I'm wearing it, you think I am you. Very elementary makeup that anybody can do. And I kept telling you people, you dumb Nigerians, I kept telling you that this is what they've been doing. You didn't believe me? Oh yeah, he's an asshole. They did that rubbish yesterday, released that edited video to convince you that he's in Asarok, but we know he's in Havana in Cuba. There came people telling you, oh, he's in Dubai. Of course not. There is no hotel in Dubai as tacky as this place that they did this shooting in. They videoed Jubilee in Havana. There is no hotel. Ask anybody who's ever been to Dubai. There is no hotel as tacky as that in Dubai. And we are asking them again this evening, of all the rooms and all the places that the old Buhari used to hold conferences in Asarok, it is only in a basement that you manage to find. Only in a basement. Is that how a head of state actually addresses his people? Anybody that knew the dictator, is this how the old Buhari used to address people? Of course not. He was grammatically challenged, but at least he was a bit posh. But this is the young man they brought after making him up to try and look like an 80-year-old. But of course they can't do it. And I'm asking you this evening, I want everybody, if you are in the village or you're with your grandparents, ask your father or your mother, show me an 80-year-old anywhere in the world. Look at an 80-year-old, then Google it, 80-year-old, their faces on Google. They will show you how 80-year-olds look. I want you to look at it and go back and watch the video that they told you is Buhari and tell me if they look alike. If Buhari resembles, as the Jubilee, if it resembles anything close to an 80-year-old. God gave you eyes. God gave you a brain. Try to allow your eyes to communicate with your brain. Maybe you might be able to reason things. I want all the pictures of Asorok released because Abakari did not trust. And he can't leave him alone. Abakari took him with him. I said, please come with me before you mess things up. Took him to Havana and Cuba. That's where they are concocting all this rubbish. And most of you zoo children are lapping it up. That's the animals that some of you are. You don't like it, but it's the truth. Because when we were telling you the truth, you did not want to listen. It has happened. You have now comprehensively disgraced yourselves. It is very clear for the whole world to see. Let me see who will look at that thing and say, it's our Baba. They were hiding. The cameraman couldn't even zoom in. They cannot pan to the left and to the right, just fixated on that an 80-year-old. God gave you eyes. God gave you a brain. Try to allow your eyes to communicate with your brain. Maybe you might be able to reason things. I want all the pictures of Asorok released because Abakari did not trust. And he can't leave him alone. Abakari took him with him. I said, please come with me before you mess things up. Took him to Havana and Cuba. That's where they are concocting all this rubbish. And most of you zoo children are lapping it up. That's the animals that some of you are. You don't like it, but it's the truth. Because when we were telling you the truth, you did not want to listen. It has happened. You have now comprehensively world to see. Let me see who will look at that thing and say, it's our Baba. They were hiding. The cameraman couldn't even zoom in. They cannot pan to the left and to the right, just fixated on that square portrait you have in front.
Good evening, the great people of Biafra all over the world. Good evening, the great people of Africa. And I welcome you to this broadcast. And I hope while you are joining us, kindly invite other people to join by sharing the video. Invite others to join by sharing the video. There is one very important word that I waited to hear from Mazi Nnamdi before I dropped this podcast of Mazi Nnamdi. I waited to hear because when we are telling you the truth, you do not listen because your mind, your eyes does not communicate with your brain. That is the reason why when you see a common truth, you will not be able to comprehend it. So that was actually the word I was waiting to hear from him, and I heard it. That is the reason why I stopped the podcast and for us to continue. Just like I promised you yesterday that I am going to give you the full story behind the directive issued by Mazi Nnamdi initially when he was abducted and sent down to Nigeria through an extraordinary rendition from Kenya with the help of the Kenyan government. And the full story is what I am about to tell you. That is the reason why you need to invite others who were misinformed, and you need to invite others who does not know the truth behind the story of Simon Ekpa and the DOS, the saga of the shenanigan playing around the Simon Ekpa and the DOS issue. So this is what I am here to clarify. And I am only going to speak to you nothing but the truth. Whenever I am done speaking to you, if you have anybody who is able to relate with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, or you can even find out from their legal counsel if what I am giving you is a factual data or not, because this message is coming from a right source. It's just that that person decide that he must stay anonymous. He does not have anything to do on social media. Maybe secret groups of social media, because he is someone who is very, very consequential in this struggle. And I know that everything he said, he cannot lie. He is actually cannot lie. And that is the information that I am going to give you tonight, pass through to you tonight. For those of you who are still misinformed, who are still uninformed, who are still not well informed, I am going to inform you tonight. Like I said to you yesterday, that those people that you've been saying that sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out, those were not the factual data. Those claims that you were making that the DOS sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out, like I said yesterday, that was the false alarm. That the women in America sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out, that was the false alarm. Because the DOS does not know where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was a month even before his arrest or his extraordinary rendition to Nigeria. So that is the reason why I decided to ask more questions, and I dug deep. I dug deep to get this information, to know, to get to the root of this information, so that I will clear this air. I will stop this shenanigan that has been playing within this group and that group in IPOB, which has been distracting this struggle, which has been distracting different departments, the media warriors, from from discharging their duties on social media. If you've been around this issue and the shenanigan that is been happening, you need to pay very good attention, because what I am going to tell you right now, it is going to be at your own benefit if indeed you are a true Biafran. The number one of them was that when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he issued a directive when he was newly abducted and renditioned to Nigeria and held in the DSS custody. He issued a directive that Simon Ekpa must start broadcasting in Radio Biafra. That Simon Ekpa should start broadcasting in Radio Biafra with immediate effect. And the reason behind that directive, which Mazi Nnamdi Kanu issued to the DOS, number one, the reason is because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu understand that Simon Ekpa conducted interview with him, and the conducting of that interview with him Therefore, many people trusted Simon Ekpa. And before I proceed, I do not have friends in the IPOB. I do not have friends within these people that is having their own issues. Therefore, whatever I am going to tell you, I am going to tell you something that will be no fear, no favor of anybody, but nothing but the truth. And I am not going to add any gadget towards this what I am telling you. That is the reason why I am here tonight. So it is very, very important for you to know the truth because it is only the truth that will set you free. There are some lines that I am going to cross by telling you this truth so that you are going to get that what I am telling you, I got this information from the right and the reliable source. Number one, the reason why Mazi Nnamdi issued that directive was number one, that Mazi Simon Ekpa had an interview with Mazi Nnamdi, which brought many people, many Biafrans followers who does not even know about DOS, and many people, many principal officers in IPOB, which made Simon Ekpa to be in front of the media and the trusted media warrior after the conducting of that interview with Mazi Nnamdi. Because Mazi Nnamdi, he is a man that understands what happens next. He is a man who understands the future. Then he starts molding it on time. The primary reason why Mazi Nnamdi directed BOS to issue a slot to Mazi Simon Ekpa to start broadcasting on Radio Biafra is number one. The IPOBs that are following the Radio Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi does not want them to move away from Radio Biafra, look for where they are going to get their exposition or their gospel. They want them to remain with Radio Biafra. That is the primary reason. Another reason, which is a very, very vital reason, is Mazi Nnamdi wants Simon Ekpa to be on Radio Biafra so that every media income that will be generated will not go away from the Radio Biafra. Are you paying attention? There are revenues, there are income that will generate having a radio. Because this income is counted, the algorithm is counted according to how many people how the traffic is flowing in your radio station. That's how it works. So, for that Radio Biafra to keep generating that particular income, not shifting from Radio Biafra, that is the reason why Simon Ekpa was appointed to be in Radio Biafra so that that algorithm will still remain intact and the revenue will still remain intact. It must not be. That is another vital reason. The third reason was because Mazi Nnamdi wanted Simon Ekpa to be under the leadership of the POS, under the watch of the POS. And that was the reason why he appointed Simon to start broadcasting on Radio Biafra with immediate effect. With immediate effect. These were the three primary reasons why Mazi Nnamdi made that decision. And I am not only going to tell you the reason why these decisions was made, I am going to tell you the reason why these decisions was not carried out by the DOS. And I am also going to tell you the reason behind the DOS decision. So, among all these three things that I have mentioned to you, those were the reason why Mazi Nnamdi called Simon Ekpa to start broadcasting on Radio Biafra. And those directives, those aims was not achieved. If you look at Radio Biafra today, how many people are listening to Radio Biafra today? That is because of the same issue. That is the reason why Mazi Nnamdi instructed that Simon Ekpa should start broadcasting on Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra lost a lot of followers, and that followers was lost to Simon Ekpa. For you to know that Mazi Nnamdi is foresee what is to come. That is the reason why he issued that directive, and that directive was not successfully carried out by those who were involved. And the reason why it was not carried out by those who were involved, it does not mean that Mazi Nnamdi said that Simon Ekpa should start broadcasting on Radio Biafra, that he should not go through the process that others go through or others went through before they start broadcasting on Radio Biafra. He did not issue any clause with exception to Mazi Simon Ekpa. So when Simon Ekpa wanted to discharge his duty with Radio Biafra, the DOS now gave him the rules and regulations that govern people who engage into Radio Biafra or who are administered or who are working with Radio Biafra. When those rules and regulations was given to Simon Ekpa, and in that regard, it does not mean that when all this revenue Simon Ekpa will be generating from on Radio Biafra will be coming, there is something that will also supposed to be going to Simon Ekpa from Radio Biafra. That is it, before I forget. So, when that rules and regulations was given to Simon Ekpa, the response from Simon was that he was not able to meet up with the rules and regulations, which states that before you start broadcasting on Radio Biafra, you are going to forfeit your own platform, sideline your own platform, so that you will know that what you are doing, you are into a serious business, which is Biafra struggle. That was one of the problems. That was one of the problems, the primary problem, because Simon Ekpa does not want to let go of his own platform. Which, in my own story, if I am in that situation, it depends on what I am here to do on a social media, because everyone has their own reason why they appeared on social media before something captured their attention and they start doing whatever they want to do. Everyone has a reason of coming to social media. Some came to social media to influence others. Some came to social media to make money. Some people came to social media to have fun. So it depends on what the reason behind Simon Ekpa creating his platform. Maybe that reason made him that he does not want to keep his platform up. So the reason why I am explaining all these things is for you when you are channeling your energy or hearing your story, you must hear the full story. I know that most of these stories are not stories that you're supposed to be displaying in the public domain. Some of them, maybe the DOS or the people involved does not want to bring it to the public domain, but the insult towards this struggle is becoming too much. It's becoming like a foul play. That is the reason why I am taking it upon myself to say it in the public domain. So the reason why many people have their own reason of creating their platform. Maybe the reason behind Simon not giving up his platform is because his reason is that he came to social media to be an influencer, or he came to social media to make money. It could be one of the reasons. Then this mantle of Biafra media warrior falls on him. Then he want to handle the both of them. But inside IPOB, they have a rules and regulations, which that before you broadcast on Radio Biafra, you must give up the platform that you have and focus on Radio Biafra, which is part of the rules and regulations. So, and you must take an oath before you begin to broadcast on Radio Biafra, because every directive that you are going to issue via Radio Biafra must come from the head of the directorate, which is the DOS, must come from the DOS. When they make that decision, they can pass that decision through you to announce it to the world. That's how the structure was built to be, or was meant to be. If you are broadcasting in a Radio Biafra, you must be under the watch of the DOS. You must be under the watch of DOS in absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In a situation whereby Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not in the picture, it is in the DSS dungeon through extraordinary rendition. The DOS will make sure that everything is moving well in IPOB, because the information I received was that after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, DOS is the next in command, because DOS is not made of one person. And those people that built the structure of DOS, that made up of structure of DOS, they are in different places. They are not together. It is part of the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told you you can never destroy the structure of IPOB. So, in this regard, I believe that Simon did not want to give up his platform. He did not want to give up his platform. That is the reason why he is not broadcasting on radio. And number two, he does not want to answer to DOS. He does not want to answer to the DOS. He wants to do the things that he wants to do in his own way. That is the reason why he is not broadcasting on Radio Biafra. And number three, maybe he believed that his platform is already set good for what he created it for. So he does not want to give it up. So this is exactly what is causing all this shenanigan that is playing within the IPOB. This is exactly the reason why all these things are happening. So when you want to channel your blame, the reason why Simon Ekpa was not given a slot to start broadcasting on Radio Biafra, you should indeed ask questions, because I asked so many questions and I dug very deep in order to get to this information that I have. In order to get to this information that I am giving you right now, I dug deep because I do not want to remain in darkness. I am someone whom, if I do not know anything about the story flying on a media, I don't want to comment on that. And these things, this problem within IPOB is getting boring. It's getting to the extent that your enemy is laughing at you. The people who are propagating the fall of IPOB, they are one side laughing at you because they believe they are winning. That is the reason why, if you are of this struggle, if you are of this struggle, if you know that you are following Mazi Nnamdi in truth and in spirit, you supposed to be search for the truth and know the truth. And know, because the truth is the only thing that is going to set us free in this battle that we find ourselves blaming one another, fighting every day, instead of doing what is going to make this struggle to keep going. We are busy explaining every day by day. This person, and that is becoming very boring. And this report that I have given to you, as you can see, I am not blaming anybody within this, because opinion, that is people's opinion. You cannot force someone to do what they don't want to do. It is up to you to decide what you want to do with this report that I have given you. It is up to you to decide whether DOS is the sellout, or whether DOS refused to give Simon slot to be on Radio Biafra. Before you go into any platform, there is always a rules and regulation. Before you go into a contract with anybody, what builds up a contract is rules behind the contract. And before you go behind a radio station, you are going to sign a rule and regulation and accept it. If you accept it, even before you will be issued a license to have a radio station, there is always a rules and regulation that you are going to undergo. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is well aware of these rules and regulation before he sent them to give him this. He knows that the DOS are indeed going to do the right thing. And that is the reason why, when he is not broadcasting on Radio Biafra, there was no response, or Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not speak about it again, because he believed that he made his own choice. It is not by force that you follow the rules and be here. He knew that before everything started, Simon is already on the media. So it is up to him to decide if you want to give his platform up and go and be under DOS and be speaking on Radio Biafra. It is up to him. So when these issues are coming up, we need to hear from both sides of the story. We must hear from both sides of the story. so that the story will make sense. If you hear from one side of the story, just because one side of the story have a voice more than the other side of the story, you decide to hear from them and you following them blindly. It does not help the situation. It does not help the situation. I am actually I am actually a fan of what Simon Ekpa is doing, but at some point we need to speak it out just the way it is. We need to speak it out just the way it is. There is something you need to understand. There is something you need to understand. There is a question. There is something someone used to say. Let me call. I don't. Let me say there is this wise man that asked someone a question. They are coming for marriage counseling. This man asked this guy a question. Do you love this woman? I'm giving you an instant. Do you love this woman? He said, yes, I love this woman. Then he asked this person, why do you love this woman? He thought about it. He gave his answer that the reason why he loved this woman is because of so, 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 and so. He loved this woman because of so, 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 and so. Okay, he asked him another question. So, you love this woman because of so, 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 and so. So, if eventually tomorrow, if so, 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 and so is no longer there, that means you will no longer love this woman. He does not know how to answer it. Those who are born by their father will understand the proverbs. Those who are not will never understand it. If you are doing something, why are you doing it? What extent are you going to, sacrifice in doing this thing? That is the question that you need to be asking yourself about anybody that you are paying attention to. At what extent, what are you willing to sacrifice because of this thing that you are doing? Is there anything is there anything that can stop you from doing this that you are doing? Those are the questions everybody that is championing this struggle needs to ask themselves. Is there anything that will make you deviate from this struggle? Are you making money doing this struggle? What if that money is not coming anymore? Will you still be consistent in this struggle? Are you on a payroll in this struggle? What if that payroll is no longer there? Are you still going to be consistent in this struggle? Those are the questions that we need to be asking all this when we are looking at. Those are the questions we need to ask. And that is the reason why I told you I will always be in the middle. I cannot prosecute anybody without an evidence. I cannot call you a criminal without an evidence, because calling you a criminal without an evidence is like fighting against what we are fighting for. We are fighting for freedom. We are not fighting to enslave others. But the very important question you need to be asking yourself and asking those people that you are looking up to, is there anything that if they remove it from what you are doing, that will you still do what you are doing? Is there anything that you are not willing to give up to be committed more in what you are doing. You ask that question, you get your answer, good luck. If you do not get your answer, then you have to use your tongue and count and see. It's very simple. It's very simple. It is high time that our people need to grow up. Our people need to, Mazi Nnamdi is been preaching to you, preaching to you, preaching to you. Don't only listen to the exposition that is giving you. Do not only listen to the words that he tells you. You must always pay attention to everything that he says. It is not, you must be connected to understand him. If you are not connected to understand Mazi Nnamdi, only thing you are going to be seeing in his preaching is insult. You might be seeing it as insult. When you connect with him and understand that when you decolonize, when you emancipate from your mental slavery, you will understand things in a normal way, where how is human being supposed to understand things. And if you in a situation whereby you cannot understand things in a normal way, where a normal human being is supposed to understand things, it means that you need to go and start from the start. You need, you need to go and start from the beginning, from Nazareth school, because so many people are very good with a very small things. They're like something. Wherever you feel it is happening, they join. Whichever church you see that they announce there is miracle, they run to that place without questioning, without questioning the authenticity of that miracle or the outcome of that miracle. Just join. That is the reason why you need to be colonized in order to understand, to be a good follower, or a good disciple of Mazi. And it's very, very important. Question what to say. You are not willing to sacrifice for this work. You need to be asking yourself, what is the reason why you are putting this work? These are the questions you need to ask yourself. So, coming back to the reason why we are here, how to deviating from the reason why we are here. So, from my own observation, the DOS, the DOS is not the reason why Simon Ekpa is not broadcasting in Radio Biafra. They are not the reason why Simon Ekpa is not broadcasting in Radio Biafra. Actually, Simon is the reason why he is not broadcasting in Radio Biafra. DOS is not, because even if they insisted that he must sign money, which was given to him, if, if, if he does not have anything, at the back of his mind, he could have signed it and do what he does best in the Radio Biafra. But in other words, in other hand, he does not want to do that. What he already play in social media. That's what how I understand it. That is how I understand it. So how do you understand it? You that is listening to it. How How do you understand it yourself? And I am not blaming him for not giving up his trust, but the only blame that I am blaming him is that in this situation, when all these things happen, why do you think say that DOS is a seller? That is a question I've been asking Simon. Why do you think that DOS is a seller? Why do you preach that the people in the POS are against this problem? But we do not preach against those who are talking about the new nation, a nation that has never been talked about when Mazi Nnamdi was in charge in real life. Why are you not preaching about those people who are deviating from Biafra struggle and moving into Udu struggle? Why are you not preaching against it? Like I used to say, I used to be one of the biggest fans, but some of these things begin to make me confused. Some of these things will begin to confuse me. That is the reason why I have this information and I decide that I must share this information with everybody that is interested in hearing this information. Why are you not looking against those who are deviating physically from the structure laid called Biafra? What is the true nation? What is the true nation? That is what is actually making me to doubt you, Mr. Simon. Because that is a place where it is very, very plain to see. Like I was speaking about yesterday, Nsima was another guy who is doing very great in exposition in what he was doing in this struggle. But ever since this is do people, came into his life, you know, I am questioning his, you know, everything that he is broadcasting right now. I am questioning it. Coupled with what I was watching today, coupled with the voice note that I heard today from some of these people who are talking about you, that they are even planning to hijack things that Mazi Nnamdi labored for. They are planning to pay people. I have seen that so many of you who are promoting this Igbo nation, you do not have regard for people. You do not have respect or regard for people. That is the reason why, in fact, let me just play that whenever I remember that part, it makes me so upset. Whenever I remember that part, it makes me so upset. Because these people are the people who believe that they have arrived of money is everything. People who does not even know about other people's ways, other people's lives, they decided to throw money at these people. They are going to become command. Can you imagine that? This is exactly what pissed me off. I got very pissed off. I am going to bring this person who was, doing this program during the day today, where this voice note was released. And it is plain to see. It is very, very plain to see. I am going to bring that program and I am going to look for
where it says that, where it talked about giving money, throwing money at these people, once they hijack Radio Biafra, that this issue is resolved. Let me look for that particular path of this. Okay, I think I got it.
Driving license of Nigeria or any part of
No.
Listen, that this broadcast
place IPOB is gathering in Finland or to be involved in any activity concerning IPOB. You sign it, give them 50 euro or even 20. After conscious the voice message, when you web voice message,
I am trying to get that voice note played in that. I am not a friend of these guys, so I was not able to ask them
we
about
are working on it. The word. So, like na just na igosim. Na ihe labai. Onye na-ekwu jipu na ọmapụ number labai. This is what Labai wrote to the person. So it will not look like we are lying. Now I will read it out. Labai replied to that voice. We will capture it. Trust me. I don't know who is calling. This person should wait. Rabbi said to the person, we will capture it. Trust me. Oh, who is this person calling from South Africa? Hold on. And Rabbi said, we shall capture it definitely. Not the way you think. Trust me, I am on it. And do you know what their plan is? Exactly what Simon is doing.
So my brother, after not do it, he took my money.
One day, from here. As I wait for this broadcast, this broadcast need reject file, which more and make and go me very, very well. But as now, I ain't got a capture with that Radio Biafra. Can one day our people is you because
okay. This is where I want you to pay very good attention. I don't want you to I want you to pay very good attention to the voice note. You are going to pay very good attention to the voice note that is going to come out of this program. Then you will see exactly where I got so very upset about these people that are preaching about this nation. If they are trying to hijack IPOB, replace it with Kudu, and now they are making a plan to hijack Radio Biafra. So the question I am going to ask you guys tonight, those people who are making these plans, and then where are they getting the money that they are going to be giving to these officers and the broadcasters or media warriors of Radio Biafra that they will get compromised? Where are they getting this money that they are going to be dishing out? I am going to play it for you to hear it yourself before we proceed. Pay very good attention and share this video. Make sure you share this video. Share this video. There is never a smoke without a fire. It's just up to you to ask questions to understand how the smoke came back. Share this video and pay attention to the voice.
This is not the voice that I'm looking for. Where exactly did these guys send it?
One key point, Unuchi.
No. If you're watching, resend that voice. Resend that voice immediately.
Mazi na yo ututu ọma.
Okay. No, no. Now listen.
Labai, good morning. I'm here. Achọrọ m iji ohere a wee gwa gị okwu ịghọtago.
Listen to Rabbi.
Atụọla ọmala ọmala atụọla ofe ka ofe nye isi n'ọfịa. Achọrọ m ka agwọ tụrụ ndị ọzọ pịa gị ọdụ. Imebe ihe ikwube okwu etu isi ekwu okwu. Agwọ tụrụ ndị ọzọ nwere ike pịa gị ọdụ. Ka ị mata ife. Enweghị ihe m nwere ike ịgwa gị mọsh n'ihe a. Ibutegoro m okwu ndị na Simon Ekpa, which you repeated it in this clip i mere. Na kpọkwa afa ihe na-abọda gị. Jesi na ijekwa enuje a na ị ga-adakwa ya. Ịghọtago. Adị m agba ọgụ ikpe ọmụma. Gị na Simon mere.
From here. As I wait for this broadcast, I make it out. This broadcast need reject file, which more and and go me very, very well. But as now, I ain't got capture more that.
This is where I actually want you to listen to. Now, pay attention, not those ones, peoples and their businesses. This is exactly where I want you to pay attention to.
Biafra. I wonder our people is you because when I couldn't radio Biafra. As an get where one you're like start from all the broadcasters who go who private, you know. Or we may have some money to take care of their daily activities. And to calm them down. I want that I push it down you know. So I am like this. I don't know. As I get that radio again, our leader we give account on everything because that radio where you find a weba, Mazi I have to be more pushing that radio because when you find a weba, because I don't know how you think about it. Oh, we don't know these people like Mazi, Pedals, all those people I man when which Robi Hana cannot to low butcher Monday or genuine Monday or blood genuine. At least more like this, what I hope, you know. I'm not Mazi former in charge of that radio, but oh my God, who one do. I will capture the IPOP community radio because I'm on a Mazi format in charge of that one. Like he came to Kunkena, South Africa, and work it out now. You know, those kind of people always go Kahacho. I am so I don't know what you think about it. Maybe we can work towards that, you know. Get our people together. Because this thing is very, very serious.
Hi,
paying attention.
You know,
you want money.
Anytime DOS put a poor, you people don't know the plan of Simon Ekpa.
I am actually listening from my phone because I cannot hear it from my computer because the voice is very, very low. So you see what the voice note was saying? Actually, it was saying that those people who are in charge of Radio Biafra, that they should get hold of them, and then those broadcasting in Radio Biafra, they should throw them with money. They will make them, lure them into putting them on a payroll. You know, once they capture the Radio Biafra, they will now stop the payroll, you know, and give them a middle finger. But that is the plan. So, hearing these things, you know, is actually undermining the officers in the IPOB. Those officers were selected by Mazi Nnamdi. When you are listening to all this nonsense, all these people undermining their fellow men because they believe they get money more than them. You know, There is something this a black man does not understand, because when they make small amount of money, it gets to their head. When they make small amount of money, it gets to their head. There is something a black man does not understand, is that you are a hustler and you see other people, you believe you are better than them, but you are still in the same street hustling. You have not worked and said that I am done working. I have enough. That is the reason why he looked at the people who are working under Mazi Nnamdi in Radio Biafra. He see them as a hungry people, that he just throw money at them. They will just give him information and hand Radio Biafra over to them. Then he can tell them, screw you. I don't know if you understand what was going on there. These are the group of those people who are pushing for Idu nation. These are the people who are pushing for Idu nation. You know, I might not have a problem with Idu nation if it is something that Mazi Nnamdi was talking about when he was free. I will not have a problem with it. But why is it that when Mazi Nnamdi is in Nigeria custody, automatically a name is being changed? Automatically, people want to start putting people on a payroll just to take over Radio Biafra. People are undermining the people who are working with Mazi Nnamdi. That is also a disrespectful approach, a disrespectful sentiment that these people are making. They believe they have arrived. How much do they make? That you will say, these people, you will just give them money and then everything will be all right. And once they have sold their conscience, you tell them, screw you. You take over Radio Biafra. That is a coup that these guys are planning. They are planning a serious coup. So, if you believe that you are genuine, you do not know the agenda of these people who are propagating Idu nation, and you are working with them. If you do not separate yourself from them, if you do not separate the chaff amongst the corn, and you join the chaff, you are indeed definitely going to be seen as the chaff amongst them. And anybody who is not seeing you as a chaff amongst them, that person is blind. That person is blind. He is not following Mazi Nnamdi. He is only listening and never paid attention. Those are the people who school passed through them. They never passed through school. Those are the people who sit in class. They listen, but they do not pay attention. If you are seeing everything, that all this shenanigan, and you are seeing the confirmation of all these people trying to hijack in the name of Mazi Nnamdi, showing you the name of Mazi Nnamdi every day, using the name of Mazi Nnamdi every day, trying to hijack the struggle being put in place by Mazi Nnamdi. The same thing happened during the time of Ojukwu. There are people who were given money to buy weapons. Some of these people, Igbo people, they took that money. They went and used it to start business in another place. I know so many of you might not know the story. Very, very, very sad indeed. The emancipation of the black man is very, very difficult. It is a last miracle to happen on the face of the planet, because you are, you are your problem. Talking and preaching freedom, 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 without you understanding what freedom means. Because so many of you as a black man, you believe that freedom we talk about is all about financial freedom. It is not about financial freedom. Many people, they have attained the financial freedom. They have obtained the financial freedom, but they are still feeling caged. That is the reason why you believe it is all about money. It's all about money. No matter how much, how rich you make the whole black community, it will never solve their problem of insecurity. It will never solve their problem of mental slavery. That is the reason why you must know that if you are in a struggle, a business center, the struggle that we're talking about is not a business center. If it was a business center, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is supposed to be one of the richest in Igbo land. But he paid a sacrifice. That is the reason why I ask you, what exactly are you willing to sacrifice for this struggle? What is that you are willing to give up in order to do what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing? Is there anything you are not willing to give up? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in this struggle. He does not have a property. He does not have a mobility. He does not have a car. What does that tell you? That he is genuinely into this struggle. And so many of you, or so many of us here, we are here in this struggle just because of what the struggle is going to benefit to us, is going to give us. And every day you are talking, 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 as if you are a saint among others. There is something, the approach that I see that people are using against the gullible people, the followers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who attend the University of Radio Biafra, but they do not pay attention. They do not pay attention. If you know you believe in the truth, you must share this with you. If you believe in the truth, if you know that you are of the truth in this topic, you should share this with you. Someone told me the voice is not coming out. Yeah, I think indeed the voice is not coming out, but in the voice. So I believe that we are coming out better this time. And we are live, we are direct. It is 1 minute on top of the hour, regardless of your place of domicile. If you are here, make sure you share this video. Share this video. If you know that you are truthful in this struggle, share this video, that those who are compromised one way or the other may change their ways and follow this struggle the way it is structured. I am not against those who are preaching things that they believe that is going to help the struggle to thrive. I am talking about hypocrites that is making themselves a good people. I am talking about those who are going to go behind the scene and kill and come out and ask who is killing. I am talking about those hypocrites. Because in the IPOB struggle led by Mazi Nnamdi, I do not believe, I know that there is nothing like hypocrisy. There is nothing like hypocrisy coming from Mazi Nnamdi. Any man that is following him must be whiter than white and whiter than snow. If you are not able to obtain that characteristics of Mazi Nnamdi, I am not telling you to be like Mazi Nnamdi, but if you love me, keep my commandment. These are very, very important things that you must understand. You cannot serve two masters at once. You cannot be championing for Edu Nation that is not registered in the struggle of IPOB, and you come out, you say that you are supporting what Mazi Nnamdi is doing. You are a hypocrite. You are a hypocrite when you are doing such things. You are indeed a hypocrite. That is the reason why you see people like to run away from the truth because people are very, very blind. The people like to run away from the truth because people are very, very blind. They do not want to listen to the truth because they are allergic to the truth. They are allergic to the truth. But those who have ears, let them hear. Those who believe that they can connive with the enemy to bring down the structure laid by Mazi Nnamdi, the mandates given to Mazi Nnamdi by Chukwuokike Abịama. Hear it now. Your end is near. Your end is near. It is better you have a time to change now. If you know that you are in this struggle, but you are not willing to sacrifice everything towards this struggle, limit yourself to the level of the people who are not willing to sacrifice everything for this struggle. Limit yourself. Do not place yourself in a position where a person that's supposed to be in that position is a person who is supposed to be willing to sacrifice anything for this struggle. You might find it, you might be asking yourself, who is this person speaking? Who is this person saying all these things? You can ask that. It's not a problem. You might see me as nobody, but my message has a significant result. I don't care how many people who is watching, But those who belong to the truth will watch and listen to the truth. It is very, very, very important for you to understand that. Because so many of you will come here and be looking for how many numbers of people who are paying attention. You might not find a lot of number of people paying attention to this, but people will pay attention to it because it is the truth. At the right time, people will pay attention to it at the right time. But I want you to understand that in a struggle of freedom, you must be whiter than white and you must be whiter than snow. And you must be your brother's keeper. You must never mislead or deceive your fellow comrade. You must never mislead or deceive your fellow comrade. Very, very important. And I am going to leave this topic here. There is a video that I watched today that caught my eyes. That video, I know it came out a few days ago, but that video is worth watching again because it seems like the people in the north, they are waking up from their slumber. The people in the north are waking up from their slumber, and that is very, very important that they wake up. Very, very important that they wake up before they will be swallowed by all the terrorists in West Africa.
I said to good
in
luck,
Sub-Saharan.
Jonathan Ebele. Thank you for being a good man. It is now realizing that you are such a very nice, honest man. Thank you, good luck.
They have realized what Goodluck Jonathan did for them in the north. They have realized what Goodluck Jonathan did for them in the north because they believe they want Buhari. Through the help of Tinubu, Buhari got into that power, and now Buhari is Buharing the whole thing. Buhari is destroying the whole thing. The man in Asorok is now killing the country they believe that is the best country in Africa, the giant of Africa. Because that is the reason why a wise man makes you to understand that what goes around will always come around. If you wish others evil, evil will befall you. Goodluck Jonathan is the man who was working, trying to do one or two, but because he is a Biafran, that was the reason why they made every plan, including Obama from United States, made every plan to remove Goodluck Jonathan, to bring atrocity to Nigeria, to bring atrocities to people in Africa, even where he claimed his root came from. That is exactly where the things happen. That he said, he made mention that whatever sentiment which he made, that for the first time an incumbent government in Nigeria lost election for the first time in history. And with the support of those of you in the north, now you are getting the result of your atrocities. You are getting the result of your hatred towards the Biafrans. And you are getting the repercussion of whatever you have done against the sons and daughters of man. That is the killings that you people did against Biafra in 1967. Those are the things that you guys are receiving in hundredfolds. What goes around comes around. Listen to those, how they are crying and lamenting of what is going on in the north. And the only solution to your problem in the north, I can assure you and I will tell you, is if you call for a revolution to change the status quo of this zoo that you see that is killing you, you will never get it right. Until you call for a revolution, starting from where you are being ravaged by terrorism, you will never get it right. You will keep crying.
I said to good luck, Jonathan Ebele, thank you for being a good man. It is now we are realizing that you are such a very nice, honest man. Thank you, good luck, Jonathan Ebele. Tomorrow, if you come out, we will vote you.
Of course.
Baba, you are a failure. Baba, da kabasa da mu. Baba, da ba kai ka haife mu ba. Baba, in kai ka haife mu zaka bari ana mana fyade. Baba, in kai ka haife mu zaka bari ana kashe mu. Baba, in kai ka haife mu zaka bari ana kai mu daji, Baba. Baba, in kai ka haife mu zaka bari ana mana cinikin mu kamar awaki, Baba. What they are telling you, if they are telling you that nothing is happening, they are lying. We are out to tell you the truth, Baba. Today, I regret ever voting for you, Baba. I regret voting for you, Baba. I regret voting for you, Baba. I regret for you. And today I'm standing here.
We regret voting for you, Baba.
Baba, baka san mu. Baba, mu muke san ka, Baba, mu muka damu da kai. Baba, mu muka damu da kai. Baba, ka cuce mu. Baba, ka cuce mu.
They regret voting for Buhari, their brother. They regret voting for Buhari, their brother. This is what is going on in the north. It is unfolding slowly but surely. The whole world will be exposed to the whole world how people are, how mass burial is being conducted. IDP camps all over the place in the north, and you still believe that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is your problem. That when those weed gather in the north, they start saying that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the IPOB is their problem. But they are not pointing at their original problem. You will keep getting this problem that makes you to start crying in public, start embracing those Biafra bloods that has tested the position where you have placed your person that could not protect you. And you will never ever get it right, even if you call Be Good Luck Jonathan to vote for him again. You will never get it right again because you have crossed the Rubicon. And that Rubicon that you have crossed, if you are not careful, it is going to swallow every Nigeria citizen unless you call for a revolution, unless you join the movement of the people, unless you decide to change yourself and emancipate yourself from mental slavery, which there is no one will be able to emancipate you from mental slavery that is holding Africa captive, that is holding you people in the north captive, that is holding you people in the middle belt captive. You will never make it through this curse that you find yourself burying your children in front of you, burying your parents in front of you, burying your family members in front of you because of terrorism. Until you change your mindset, until you change your approach, until you change your lifestyle, until you change the hatred that you have for the children of Chukwu Kabiama, you will never ever make it through this problem that you find yourself into until you understand that Biafra is not your problem, until you understand and start advocating for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is being a savior of the mankind in that zoological republic called Nigeria, you will never be saved from this problem, this mess that you have found yourself into in the north. Imagine if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not launch ESN at the right time when he launched ESN. Do you think that the people in the east are not going to be crying even worse than the people in the north? Do you think that people in the east are not going to be crying worse than the people in the north? But because he has the mandate to save a mankind from that zoo called Nigeria, which you are not taking him seriously. Likewise, when Jesus Christ came to this world, the people he came to save turned against him. That is the reason why you find yourself in predicament today. You find yourself being the last. You find yourself being the second and the third world country. You find yourself being the second class citizen even in your own home country. You find yourself under a structure that makes you run away from your country through a Mediterranean Sea to go to a white man country. This is the problem that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came to solve in that contraption called Nigeria, and you do not want to acknowledge it because of the ignorant that is wallowing around the black nation, that they do not want to be emancipated. They don't want to free themselves from mental slavery. And if you check your problem from now, if you check your problem from the beginning and check your problem now, you will see that the only reason why your problem is increasing is because you do not want to come out of mental slavery, which you are placing yourself into. You are renewing. This is a plant planted by colonialism, and now you are watering that plant, and that plant keep growing. You are watering it. When you give birth to your children, you are planting this seed in your children. They are growing up in ignorance. That ignorance is only going to consume them if they do not change their approach and embrace the truth and turn away from lies and evil of the world. The people in the north, your cry is only the beginning. If you do not change the approach, if you do not turn back and start following the truth, to know that Igbo man is not your problem. Yoruba man, Oduduwa people are not your problem. Biafra people are not your problem. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not your problem. He is not your destroyer. He is your savior. Until you realize that, until you take that away from your mind that these people are your problem, you will never come out of this problem, or you will never come out of this enclave you find yourself into. Enclave of terrorism, enclave of displacement, enclave of suffering. You will never come out of it if you do not come out of your ignorance first. And I am not going to talk too much. And I am not going to talk too much about it. Those who have ears, let them hear it. The only way you are going to support, you are going to get a support of people, international community. The only way you are going to get attention of the people, those of you in the north, start a revolution in the north. Those of you in the south, start a revolution in the south. That is the only way you are going to attract the international community. The government, a revolution means that you do not believe in your government anymore. You do not believe it's for this government to secure you, that people are dying, people are traumatized, People are not safe. People are not even, there is no hope for anybody anymore. Therefore, you descend and take it onto the street. The revolution movement, it can start with 100 people. It can start with these few people that you gather in the north. You just need to keep moving until you motivate others to join. And that is how you are going to come out of this mess. If you believe that Tinubu 2023 is going to save you from this mess, you are still lying to yourself and you are still lying to your generation. It is not going to help you. This cry that you are crying is just the beginning, except you change your hatred against the people who woke up to the knowledge of the truth, who are fighting to save themselves, except you wake up and join them to save yourself. There is no way you are going to make it through. You will never ever make it through. The same thing applies to the Oduduwas, those of you who still don't believe. The same thing applies to those who call themselves South, those of you who still don't believe. The same thing applies to those who call yourself Middle Belt, those of you who don't believe. The same thing applies to those who call yourself the Eastern region, those of you who still don't believe that there is colonization an Islamization agenda that is already being put in place, waiting for its manifestation, and the manifestation is coming slowly but surely because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu slowed the speed of this manifestation of Islamization and colonization agenda. There is something you should understand. Those who believe that there is no religious war in Nigeria, you should understand that there is Muslim who believe that there are some Muslim who are still infidel because they do not practice Sharia law. They do not practice the way they are practicing it in some Arab nations. They still call themselves, some other, there are believers in the north who are Muslim, who see the Muslim in the west, in the southwest, as infidel because they are not doing it the same way they're supposed to be doing it. They do not believe in killing people. So that is the direction of this religious war is heading, and that is how it is confusing the United States to remove Nigeria from that list. Exactly. That's how it is. But the people in the north, you need to understand. I know you're ignorant is that we are Muslim. It is not about being Muslim. It is about being the successor of Muhammad. That is the reason why there is Muslim, there are Janjaweed, there is Caliphate. Ordinary Muslim is quite different from Caliphate. Their belief is quite different from your belief. Their belief is very, very timid. They believe in Sharia law. Those are the people those are the people that is fighting religious war in Nigeria. There is religious war going on, and they are trying to cover it up. When you hear that these people, they're burning of mosque, they are not burning that mosque because they are not Muslim. They are burning that mosque because people in that mosque, they are not having the same belief as these people that are burning the mosque. Because these people believe you must kill an infidel. And this mosque they are burning might not be preaching kill an infidel. That is the religious war that is going on in Nigeria. And I know that America is quite aware of how there are different types of Muslim. I know that America is well aware. and yet they remove Nigeria name from the list of religious, freedom violators. But anyway, I am actually going to leave it here. I am going to leave it here for now. Those of you who are wise across Nigeria, you should understand that what is playing out in Nigeria is nothing but a politics. Politics is not budgeting. Politics in Africa, politics in Nigeria, to be precise, does not cater for a common man on the ground, regardless of how much you are being killed. Politics in Nigeria cater for only for the political elite. The faster you understand it, the faster you save yourself. The faster you understand it, the better for you and your family members. And the only solution to it is that you call for a revolution that will be able to destroy the structure that place you in that predicament where you find yourself right now. Otherwise, there is nothing. As you all knew what we started with. We started with the shenanigan that is playing within the story behind Mazi Nnamdi Kanu directive to allow Mazi Simon to start broadcasting on Radio Biafra. You should seek for your information and make sure you have the factual data before you start laying a blame on anybody. It is very, very important. That is the reason why you must be whiter than white and whiter than snow. And I see so many people using that word without understanding or quoting it out of context. But those who have ears, let them hear. Those who does not have ears, keep wallowing in your ignorance. And you should understand that the truth does not have a voice. Truth does not have followers. But time shall come when truth is going to prevail. If you expect me to tell you what you want to hear, that will make me, to have more followers, that's not why I'm here. I know what to do to have more followers. If I am doing a broadcast, many people will come just like, they used to come. But that is not why I'm here. And I cannot deviate from the reason why I created this platform to lead people to decolonize and to make sure I tell you the truth, which is the only thing that is going to set you free. But for now, from me and to you, it is good evening and stay safe until we meet again. Probably we are going to continue our normal exposition tomorrow. We have been lacking behind this exposition due to one challenge or the other, sickness, being busy, end of the year, trying to meet up with, with deadlines. So, but I am going to actually make time that we continue with this exposition and keep bringing our opinion to the table of those who will, if they pick it up to promote it, it becomes more significant. We will not stop. All we are preaching is the decolonization of our African people for them to understand when they are loved and when they are being deceived. Shalom.